Lots of people do complain about long ball football. Call it what you like, call it agricultural, call it POMO, as in position of maximum opportunity. There's lots of different names for it, but basically it means lumping the ball up to a big centre forward and getting the knockdowns. Now, Stoke have been abused for it for a long time by a lot of people, but long ball football is not a bad thing. It's a method. If it works, keeps you in the Premier League, it's probably a good method, simply because it's successful. But a lot of people have noticed recently that probably more than Stoke, West Ham have become the best at it. And usually, if they're going to do that, they'll have one man in particular that has to be playing, and it's Andy Carroll. Watch him here playing up front. I've kind of isolated him slightly. He's up front. If the ball's going to be played up, it's generally coming from James Collins. He always looks for him. It doesn't have to be a direct, simple, straight pass. It's in the vague area. If it gets up there, he'll knock it on. Now, the one thing I want to have a look at is look at that 10.1 metres. That's the height of the trajectory. That's the giveaway, the difference between what is a pass and a lump up the field. For me, that's a lump up the field. You're not trying to find a man, trying to run through, trying to confuse defenders by going behind them. You're just basically lumping it up into that area. And what do you try and do? You try to get the flick-ons. And the flick-ons are good because West Ham have worked on this well. They've got two up front there and a third man running on. I will say one thing. West Ham don't just do that. There's other things West Ham do. And they are capable of playing the pass as well. And it can be the same players as well. Once again, it's Collins and Carroll. Now, it's still quite high up, but it's only 8 metres this time. And it's a pass. It's not a lump, it's not high, and it's aimed. Eventually, Andy Carroll got the end of this one, volleyed it into the far corner. Superb goal against West Bromwich Albion. There are, however, one or two players who rarely lump the ball along. In fact, they almost always pass it from very deep areas. My personal favourite, and I think he's the best in the business at it just now, is David Luiz playing at Chelsea. And if there's an understanding between Collins and Andy Carroll up front for West Ham, well, there's a great understanding developing between David Luiz and Fernando Torres. It's taken a wee while for Fernando Torres to get this sort of understanding, but they've kind of got it now. And this is a goal they scored early in the season. And I've taken the trajectory again, put it all in there, and that's how far it goes off the ground. It's 6.2 metres. Now remember, this is down from 10.1 and 8 metres. That's no longer a lump. That's a ball that's played, angled into the position that the centre forward can run onto behind and between defenders. It's a long ball. It's the same distance. The trajectory is much different, but they're not the same thing. One is a big lump up front, and another is a talented, classy, skillful pass. So what's the difference between them two? Well, I think the skillful pass will actually create more goals for you. But more importantly, one is the British style, and one seems to be the Brazilian style. Can you guess which one?